Hi, and welcome to Moms of Yoga. Today we take an 8-minute mommy break. If you can find yourself just under 10 minutes, then we can leave you feeling stretched out in all the right places and hopefully a little bit refreshed and less tense. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you. Begin in a comfortable cross-legged position. As you inhale, sweep your arms down and up, letting the hands meet overhead. Let the hands fall back behind your head as your underarm and armpits reach towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center. Take one more round of this. Inhale, sweep the arms down and up, letting the hands meet. Let the hands fall back behind you as you open your chest and your underarms to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center. With your elbows bent, sit your right elbow inside your left. Let your hands and forearms intertwine. Your shoulder blades will rest down your back. The elbows are at the height of the shoulders, and the hands will now move away from your face. As you exhale, round your spine. On your next inhale, reverse this, straightening your spine, and then reach your hands up towards the ceiling, maybe back behind you as you give yourself a slight back bend. Return to a neutral spine, and repeat this as you exhale. Allow your spine to curve, feeling a stretch across your shoulders as you lean forward. Inhale, return to a neutral spine, and now reach your hands up towards the ceiling, maybe back behind you a little as you give yourself a slight upper back bend, and return to a neutral spine. Release your arms, bring the hands behind you, interlace your fingers as your palms touch, and move your palms down towards the floor, opening up your shoulders and your chest. You might try looking down and moving your neck from side to side, seeing what space you can open in your neck or your shoulder. We'll take the second side by bending the elbows and sitting the left elbow inside the right, intertwining the forearms and hands. Let the shoulder blades roll down the back. Let the hands fall away from the face. The elbows should be at the level of your shoulders as the shoulder blades gently roll down the back. As you exhale, round your spine, feeling a deep stretch across the upper back and shoulders. And on an inhale, lengthen your spine, reach your hands up towards the ceiling, and even let them fall back a little bit behind you. Exhale, return to a neutral spine. Let the shoulder blades travel down the back. And one more exhale rounds the spine. Maybe let your head hang heavy a little bit to bring some stretch into the back of the neck. And on an inhale, bring your spine upright again. One more time, inhale your hands up towards the ceiling, letting your head fall back behind you, bringing a slight back bend to your upper back and chest. Exhale, release your arms, bring your palms together behind your back. Straighten your hands down towards the ground, opening your chest and shoulders. You may look down, look side to side, bringing some stretch into your neck muscles. Release your hands and rest them gently on your knees. Make your way into a tabletop hands and knees position. Let the shoulders line up over the wrist and let the hips be stacked over the knees. And on an inhale, you'll start to round your spine towards the ground for cow pose. Bring the tailbone tip towards the ceiling. And on an exhale, you'll reverse this, rounding the spine towards the ceiling for cat pose. Inhale again, the spine rounds towards the ground, the head lifts and the tailbone lifts. Exhale, the head and the tailbone travel towards the ground as the spine rounds to the ceiling. Take 3 more rounds of cat-cow on your own breath. Exhales round the spine towards the ceiling, and your inhales round the spine towards the floor as the collarbone opens out in front of you. Exhale rounds towards the ceiling, and an inhale rounds the spine towards the floor. After your last set of cat-cows, come to a neutral spine. Step your right foot forward to come between your hands and bend your right knee to carry you into a low lunge. Place your right forearm on your right thigh as your left arm reaches up overhead. Hug your tummy to your spine as you lean your torso to the right, coming into a nice side body stretch on the left side. As you exhale, return your spine upright. Replace both hands on the floor on either side of your foot and step back to hands and knees. Take 2 rounds of cat-cow here on your own breath, rinsing out any tight spots in your spine. Take any extra movements you need here to bring any breath or nourishment into your body, maybe circling your hips, shaking your head side to side. And after your second set of cat-cow, return to a neutral spine and step your left foot in front of you between your hands. Bend the left knee to carry you forward into your lunge and place your left forearm on your left thigh. The right hand reaches up to the ceiling first as you then lean over to the left, bringing a deep stretch into the right side body. Release your hands back to the ground on either side of your foot and step your left foot back to your right to meet up in hands and knees. Take 2 rounds of cat-cow here on your own breath, exhaling as your spine rounds to the ceiling and inhaling as your spine rounds to the ground. After your second set of cat-cow, return to hands and knees. Tuck your toes and lift your tailbone up to the ceiling for downward facing dog. This can be a fluid downward facing dog. Bring some extra movement in. Maybe pedal the knees, bending one knee and then the other. Take a deep knee bend with both knees, allowing the tailbone to lift towards the ceiling, and then straighten your legs coming to your tippy toes. And start to gently lower your heels down towards the ground as you settle into your downward facing dog. As you exhale, gently walk your feet in towards your hands and come to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Make fists and place them in opposite elbows, allowing the weight of your forearms to help drag your torso down closer to your thighs. You may have a slight bend in your knees here to ease any tension in your hamstrings or your low back. You may enjoy swaying a little bit side to side. Exhale, release your palms towards the ground. Bend your knees, let your tailbone drop towards the ground slightly as you roll up to standing 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale your arms overhead, bringing the palms to touch. Exhale your hands to your heart center. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped ease some of the muscle tension that mommies tend to have, and I hope that you're feeling a little bit more relaxed and refreshed. If you did enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.